We are back. It's been a couple of weeks, holidays, travel, other things. We are back. All right. What's going on, everybody? How you doing? This is Xavier, the Traffic Link. Thank you very much for joining me today on Office Hours. I want to talk about some things that's going on and kind of recap. Let's do a little bit of a recap and talk about where we've been so far. We're coming to the end of 2024. Obviously, we have a couple more weeks left in the month of December, and we're getting ready to cross into a whole new year, 2025. And specifically for office hours, there's been a lot of changes. And first of all, this is like the first year that I've ever gone live any kind of way on YouTube. And I think that it's been fairly successful so far. And I've learned a lot of things. I remember when office hours, started off office hours, just talk platforms for a second. We started off office hours just using Discord and recording Discord sessions into OBS. And then using those OBS sessions to then create content to be put out there, and we would post it. Posted on our channel on the Traffic Link. And then from there we went into kind of freestyling a little bit, and then I finally came across the ability to start live streaming straight to YouTube from OBS. One of the things that I wanted to do in the very beginning was I wanted to have a community of people to talk back and forth with me as I was live on YouTube or live on office hours. And that's why I started to use Discord. And then I realized that that's going to it was kind of clunky and didn't really get me where I wanted to go. So then I had to think about, okay, well, how do I move this around? The idea being that I wanted to create content. I wanted to be able to engage with people. I wanted to be able to add value, and in a way that was going to feel organic and natural. And then I started to realize the best way to do this is just put it out there on YouTube. I was a little bit nervous at first. Didn't really know what to expect, because I feel like now I'm out in this internet streets for real. And anything I do, anything that happens is going to be reflected. And I made some atrocious mistakes. Let me tell you. Some atrocious mistakes in the sense that as I was going live, a lot of times things wouldn't be right. Like sometimes people would say, I can't hear you. You probably can't hear me now. I'm still learning, but I'm pretty sure you can. I'm looking at my mixer, and that's another piece of equipment that I've gotten picked up along the way. And I'm going to show you guys that in just a second. But there's been some learnings, okay? And the whole idea of office hours is to be able to provide value to my community and build community and talk about different technologies, different strategies, different techniques, just different things, and to help you make marketing easier. We all know that nobody gets business unless people know about us. And marketing is that process in which we use our communication styles and our life and our various different skill sets to get the message out about what it is that we do. And sometimes we find ourselves getting bogged down with the everyday routine work, and you need a way to be able to automate that marketing. And so I started to develop these different ideas and flows and stuff like that. And then one of the things I do call it is actually flow. Like if your marketing isn't in flow as a solopreneur, as a small consultancy, or if you're have a team of people, but you're constantly engaged with your team and you just don't have the time. That's what we started to talk about in these office hours. And so we started to grow through all these different changes, but I had one mission in mind: just help somebody develop a community and do your best. And so here we are. We're at the end of the year. There's been some best practices that I've kind of picked up along the way. And there's been some platitudes that I picked up along the way. And here we are at the end of 2025, in the month of December, actually delivering. I don't know if I'm going to go too much into the software today, and I kind of want to ride out the rest of the year that way, just talking and having a conversation, as opposed to just going into the technical things. We might go into it, because I'm going to get excited about something at some point. And obviously, we're probably going to open up the software in the Traffic Link app or some other piece of software and actually show you guys what it is that I'm talking about as we get further into conversation. But I would like to just have conversations. I would love to have people feedback and talk to me. I would love to people join the chat. If you're watching this at a later time, feel free to still join the chat. Everybody that's on the replay, that's fine. It's cool. But we've come a long way when it comes down to just the traffic link and office hours. In fact, I think this is the first year that I've actually done office hours. I think it is. Yeah, this is the first year that I've actually done office hours. And I was inspired to do office hours by a good friend of mine, Justin, who is also a phenomenal UX person. If you go back and look in the channel, you'll see a podcast that me and Justin did earlier in the year. I think it was I want to say it was January or February of this year. Nonetheless, we've come a long way. And I just want to say thank you guys all for being patient with me and for riding with me and being a part of this journey and joining. I mean, we started off at 0 subscribers or 20, 10 or something like that, crazy low amount. Keith got involved, Keith Bashir's, did a whole personal campaign around getting the subscribers to the channel. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody that's been a part of this journey. You guys all have been things. Josh came along at some point, Josh Naito, who's a phenomenal videographer. He's also a marketer. He's looking to take my spot. And he's a young man, and I hope he does. Because we need sharp individuals in the industry, and I think he's one of those that can come along if he so desires. And I just thank everybody that's been a part of this journey. Just want to, again, I just want to talk to you guys about things that have been going on. We discovered some things, and we discovered some key pieces of software along the way as well. One of the newest and most influential pieces of software that we discovered and we talked about at length in office hours is a score app. And a score app is a great tool that allows you to be able to survey your audience or engage with people using surveys and quizzes that's going to be self-affirming. And I've implemented this tool in a number of different scenarios, and some of my clients that I work with have put it out there to a high degree, to a high level of success. And it's one of those things that can be evergreen, and you could just put it out there and let it float out in the ether, and it would do what it has to do, and it would drive leads in without you thinking about it very much. Again, marketing should be in flow. And if it's not in flow, then we need to have a conversation. Let's talk about how to make it in flow, because we all get busy. I just came off the road for being on the East Coast, and if I didn't have marketing tools out in the market, I probably would be losing momentum, right? And the way we did is just identify what we wanted to do, figure out a process, and then we automated the process. And so automating the process, now we can go about doing what we want to do, which is help other people, right? And we want to help others. We want to add more value to the world. We want to add more value to other people. We want to give them opportunities to do what they need to do so that everybody can be in their place, in their lane, helping and contributing to this world and their individual communities and societies. So we've come a long way, right? And, after the holidays, after Thanksgiving, and then after having traveled last week, gave me some time to think, and I really didn't know what I was going to come on today and talk about. But we're gonna talk about just where we at right now, and then talk about where we want to go. So one of the things that I started to realize is that we needed to up our production value, right? So you see, even in the studio, if you go back to the beginning of earlier in the year, back to the first office hours, you could look it. We've changed the aesthetic in the room. We got new lights. We got new cameras. We got all sorts of things. All kind of things, right? I fell in love this year with the DJI Pocket, DJI Osmo Pocket 3. And if you guys don't know, here's my camera bag that I travel with, and picked up a couple of these Pocket 3s. If you guys are not familiar, I can tell you, since we're going to talk about where we've gone and where we come to, and I remember at one point in time, office hours was being live streamed using this camera here, right? This is the DJI Pocket 3. I don't know if we can get that. I'll put that in front of my face. There we go. So, yeah. So, we were using that at one point. And so I started to say, okay, well, great. No, that's not really going to get it. We need something better than that. So then I looked around, trying to figure out a new camera, and ended up going with the Sony ZV-E1. Full frame, great sensor. It's a matter of fact, you can see it in some of the other productions that I've done throughout the year. And yeah, it's a great camera. So then we got a good clean picture. And then we have Amaran, what is this, 100D or 100C or something like that, X or something like that, 100X. And for the light, so we have a nice key light. And we've traveled, man. We've come up. We've done the thing. We've elevated, and we're looking to keep on going. One other thing here I did in the last couple of months is I went out and got a new soundboard, so I can do crazy stuff like change the voice on my productions. I haven't done this yet. We add like funny things like the air horn. Things like that. So, and what that is, and I can show you guys. I'm taking this off. Let me see if I can do this without wrecking shop. Can y'all see the Rodecaster? This is the Rodecaster Dual. I have it. Let me see if I can get this free a little. Get this free a little bit. All right. Y'all can see the Rodecaster Duo. Yep, got the Rodecaster Duo. And so I have it sitting over here on a little stand, a little swing arm, and allows me to do cool stuff. So, nonetheless, let's see if I can turn this down. All right, turn that down. All right. All right, so yeah, so we've come a long way, and added new equipment dedicated to the production value, something that I've always aspired to do, and it's finally actually implemented, took action this year. Now let's talk a little bit about now that we talked about where we've come from, let's talk about where we want to go, and let's talk about what's been working in 2024. Okay. One thing for sure, and I know this might sound a tad bit controversial, just a tad, is that email has not gone anywhere. And I know in the world of everything digital, email is the one thing that people often sleep on. And I want to talk about what we're going to continue to do, especially as you're marketing. And I love what Chris Davis said at one point. He says, as long as we use email to register for anything in the government, email is not going to go anywhere. Okay. So we're really going to focus on copywriting in 2025. We're going to spend a lot of time in getting clear on what we say and how we say it, and leveraging the right words at the right time, especially in email situations where we're trying to email people. And why do I say email versus social media or any other tool that's out there? And we're going to use all the other ones. And believe me, all these things work in concert with one another. They all work together. But email is the glue. If you ever want to send something really clear, and even in my everyday communications with my clients, I always say, hey, email me if you really want to get somewhere. I tell my team, email your people if you want them to be clear. It's simply because email doesn't cost a lot. It's effective. It gets directly to the person that you intended it to get to. And in fact, when we're out here marketing and we're gathering information, the one key piece of information that you want to always gather is an email address. Now, I feel like in the future, maybe in another couple of years or so, it's going to be a phone number or a WhatsApp number or some other way to directly communicate with people in that regard. But even then, it's text over voice, and a lot of times in communication, right? Our voice gives an inflection, and we want to talk to somebody. At the next level, we get on the phone and we talk to people and we give them our emotion. But in the very beginning, just to get them engaged, you send them an email. Email is not going nowhere, you guys. Email is just what it is. The better we can send emails, the better off we're going to be. The better we can communicate in emails, the better off we're going to be. It's just what it is. Email's not going anywhere. I remember just having a conversation with somebody the other day, and we're like, what's the best way to communicate or to market to somebody, even in 2024 and going into 2025? And they was like, I don't know, like social media? No, the algorithm isn't set up like that. The algorithm is set up so that they can keep you on their platform for long enough for them to make or turn your experience into a money-making opportunity for them. So they're not going to push all your content to everybody. And plus, there's some of y'all got so many friends, you would never reach all your friends just by posting on social media. It just doesn't work that way. One way that you can ensure that you reach everybody is send them an email. Some people don't check their emails. You guys don't want to see my inbox numbers. Like I showed somebody how many pieces of email in my inbox there is. It's just a shame. I need to get one of those subscriptions where they go through and just delete all the old emails that I never answered. Right? Just I like to watch other marketers, so I collect a lot of emails, and I like to see how they interact. Again, we're going to spend a significant amount of time in 2025 talking about copy and psychology and what makes a good message and things like that. I would love to start bringing in some people that are experts to come and talk to y'all. That would be amazing. That would be super amazing. And if you guys have any suggestions or know somebody out there that would do something like that, please leave a comment. Or hit me up, follow me on Instagram, or hit me up in a DM somewhere, or even email me, Xavier@thetraffic.link. Something like along those lines. But I want to get somebody in here that can actually talk about it. I have a couple guys that I can think of. I'll reach out and see if they're going to be into it for the new year. But we want to talk about that. Okay, so we really want to get keen on what channels work the best. One other thing that I told you guys that we're going to do is we're going to start breaking down some of the plays from other people that are out here in the marketing space, right? We want to talk about the play that Frank Kern runs. We want to talk about his style. We want to talk about Rob Bailey. We want to see if I can dig up something from my old mentor and somebody I still look up to highly is Chris Davis. We want to start pulling in these different, we look at Alex Hormozy. We want to look at, Russell Brunson and look at some of the things that they're communicating, and all those guys, and who all the people that they pulled from, and the people that influenced them, and then put those strategies into the market. We want to start breaking down these strategies and understanding what's going on. I'm doing this because I'm here for you guys. You guys are my community, and I'm here to help y'all. Again, let's talk about who is our community. I am in business to help businesses do business better, right? I'm here to help the business-to-business person. I'm here to help the consultant, the coach, the salesperson that's working with another business. I'm here to help y'all. Like if you have a business that is a business-to-business business, this is the community for y'all. And I do that because that's been my whole career. That's since I've been a little boy. Like since 16 years old, when I first got started. Let me see if I can grab something really quick. Let's see if I can. Let me slide over here real quick. Let me show y'all something. All right. Can y'all see this? You see this? Can y'all see this? This is me when I was 16 years old. This is me, right? And this is in the Seattle Times. I've been doing this in business for a while, right? And let's see if I can get in here. It's I don't want to rip nothing. In 2025, and this paper is from like 93, 94. Let's see if it has a date on here somewhere. U.S. Senator Slate Gordon, whenever he was in office. And this thing goes back. Look. Can y'all see that headline? It says computer is his instrument of choice. And the backside, it goes into the greater detail. So y'all see that? It's right here. Yeah. So I'm just saying, I've been around teen excels in desktop publishing. Xavier Finch sat on the front. What does it say? I know I took this picture at my grandma's house. Front porch of his grandmother's home in Skyway, cradling in his arms the keyboard from his Amiga 2000 computer, cradling it like a youthful Jimi Hendrix might have held his first well-made guitar, with affection, respect, and appreciation. The Franklin High School junior. So if I was a junior, that means I must have been 16 or 17. 17. I swear I was younger than that. I think they might have got them facts. I think I was not a junior. I think I was a sophomore. And I could think this was in the spring when they came out to the house. It probably had to be because I had corduroy hoodie on at the time. I used to love that hoodie. But yeah, I guess what I'm saying is I've been at this a long time, right? So I've been at this since I was a young man, in business. And I've been in business to business. I've been in business to business since then. Like even then, I was graphic design helping other businesses. So if you're a creative person, if you have your creative agency, if you have if you need help with like how do I get everything in motion? I had a consultation last night with somebody that's in the creative side of things. So this is y'all's community. I'm here for you guys. I'm here to help answer questions. I'm here to help provide solutions, build out automations, build out workflows. That's what the Traffic Link is all about. We're here because of that. The Traffic Link is here to help all of y'all do your jobs better and do business better and make it more seamless. Introduce you guys to new tools, introduce you guys to new ways, new methodologies, new strategies, so that y'all can all do better and be better. So that's what we're here for. And I'm just gonna take this next couple weeks. I think I might take that last week off and then come back again on the first Thursday of the new year. But so that means we got like one more. We got one more. One more office hours. Let's see. Yeah, one more office hours. We got the 19th office hours, and then we're going to take the 26th off. Then we'll be back again on the 2nd. Yeah, we'll be back again the first working day of the new year. We'll be back, and we're going to be getting to work. And we're going to go right into talking about copywriting for emails. We're going to go right into the psychology of that. Then we're going to go right from that. We're going to go right into breaking down other people's like strategies and our own strategies and things like that I've implemented throughout time that have shown to really work. So that's kind of where we're at. So that's what's going on. And I'm here for y'all. I want more feedback in this next year. I want to be able to engage with y'all more in this next year. I want y'all to come ask questions, be involved, join the community. We have a community that you can join and ask questions. It's join.thetraffic.link. That's something else that's happened that's new in 2024. In the later parts of 2024 that we had implemented is a new community. So come join the community, y'all. Come be a part of the community. So we got things going on, you guys. We've come a long way, and we have a lot more that we want to implement and get together. I want you guys to start coming to some of my associates, like Will is Blessed. You can follow him on IG, on Facebook, and I'm heavily involved in his community. and I'll be in some of his events. We have a new course that we're dropping together, where I'm going to be breaking down technology and then breaking down cameras and things like that, so you guys can get more content. Because at the end of the day, it's content that we're going to be marketing out to the people. You're creating, I always say, I have a video first approach, and record video first, break that video down, and then put it out there, put it into the different channels. And then you watch the traffic from that come in, and then we help you manage that traffic and be able to segment and like categorize different audiences within that traffic, so you guys can do your jobs way more efficiently. So that's what we're about, you guys. I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it at the half hour mark, and just say thank you guys very much for joining me. We got one more week of office hours, then we're gonna take a week off, and then we're gonna be back on the 2nd, hot and heavy, ready to rock. So that's what's up. That is what's up. So I'm Xavier. I'm the Traffic Link. If you guys need to connect with me, you can drop me a DM. You can connect with me on LinkedIn. You can connect with me on Instagram, and you can connect with me on Facebook primarily, and potentially TikTok, but for sure LinkedIn, for sure Instagram, and for sure Facebook. I'm Xavier. I'm the Traffic Link. I will catch you guys on the next one next week on the 19th, the last one of 2024. I'm excited about 2025. We're going to make it a year to remember. It's already been a year to remember. With 2024, it's been monumental in the life of the Traffic Link. And thank you guys very much. I'm out.